Hello and welcome to another update on the Ukraine war. If you like my videos, please consider liking and subscribing as it helps out my channel a lot. Thank you very much and enjoy the video. We will start this update in the Kherson region around Novakhovka, where a military convoy of the Russian Federation has been spotted in the city. It is most likely reinforcements and supplies to the Russian army in the eastern part of the Kherson region. And looking at the picture, we see there's a couple of transport trucks as well as equipment trucks, and finally there's a Humvee here in the background, which is most likely one that they have captured from the Ukrainian army earlier on in this war. The picture has been geolocated by some people on Twitter, where they've found the area to be the same as the picture. As you can see here, it matches the satellite image. So yeah, that's the location in Novakhovka. So that is that for the Kherson region. There's been no further updates here. Going on to the Kharkiv front, which will now be completely called Luhansk front, as the last part of the Russian army in the Kharkiv region is here in the north, as they haven't fully retreated yet. But according to the Russian Ministry of Defense, the Russian forces have actually completely withdrawn from the Kharkiv region here south of this northern part, all the way to the Luhansk border, where they have set up their defensive line here. That means that all these villages have either been abandoned or are being abandoned by the Russians as they are pulling back and starting a new defensive line in the Luhansk region. Similarly, we are already seeing pictures and videos of the Ukrainian army taking control of these villages, similar to Luhansk, which there is a video on militaryland.net, where the Ukrainians are seen here in the Luhansk settlement in the Kharkiv Oblast. You can watch the video here. So generally, they're walking and they're going up to the city and they have taken control, as the Russians have withdrawn from the city, leaving it for the Ukrainians to recapture and regain control of. We see the citizens holding Ukrainian flags and welcoming the soldiers. We see that the Ukrainians are actually also intensifying their offensives into the Luhansk region from the north, and they have managed to capture the city of Makivka, which we see here in this video, where there are Ukrainian territorial defense soldiers stomping on the Luhansk flag and the Russian flag. So according to these two soldiers, they have captured the city of Makivka and are now stepping on the flags of the Luhansk People's Republic and the Russian Federation. So that's the current situation here in the northern front. As we can see, the Ukrainians are advancing and the Russians are retreating further into the Luhansk Oblast, and I think the Russians are going to be holding their ground here in this northern area inside the Luhansk region, because they have to defend Svatove for their future counteroffensives once they have received enough troops, and until then they will be focusing on defense around Crimea as well. Crimea is very significant for the defense of Lysychansk and Severodonetsk, as it exposes their northern flank if the Ukrainians manage to capture it. It will allow the Ukrainians to engage in a counteroffensive here in the north to attack Severodonetsk from the northern area, and with the capture of this they will be able to cross the river here in the north as well, similarly to what the Chechens did once the Russians captured Lysychansk and attack it from the north, coupled with an offensive from Bilohorivka, going around and attacking the northern side of Lysychansk at the same time as they attack Severodonetsk to prevent any retreat to the north, and completely cutting off any Russian reinforcements from the northern side, from the Svatove area, as well as Luhansk city. So the plan for the Ukrainians now is to focus on the cities of Kreminna as well as Svatove, and liberating the final part of the Kharkiv region. So that's it for this update. Thanks for watching and have a great day.